Hi, I'm Matt Craven, CEO and founder of the CV and Interview Advisors. We've been helping professionals and executives to grow their careers for the last 17 years, working one-to-one with over 20,000 people, delivering our advice to close to 1 million people now in 70 countries around the world. So, if you're an experienced professional, how do we go about writing a CV for that kind of situation? And this is really where the stakes get higher. The quality of writing you need to produce needs to be better. The content that you focus on needs to be more strategic. The problem we have is that you'll get people who've progressed from, say, middle management to senior leadership, but their CV still feels middle management. The tone, the style, the sophistication of it just isn't there. It's very, still relying on tactical level skills rather than bringing it up a level and talking about strategic level experience. And of course, the sophistication comes out in the style of writing and the vocabulary that you might use as well. So there's this general bringing things up a level, giving it a level of sophistication that's commensurate with you being an executive level individual. And then the sections that you have on that CV, we would recommend that you start with an executive summary or what you might call the profile. And that should tell people what you are, what your value proposition is, and then home in on 4 key strengths, things that you will do within an organization that add real value. You'll then have a key skills section, and the next section is one of our innovations, and that's where you'll have 3 case studies written in the STAR methodology that will be there to push the biggest projects and achievements that you've had in your career that are aligned with the challenges of the organization that you're applying for a job with. Then you'll have your career history, and the really important thing there is to make sure that it's as evidence-based as possible. Far too many CVs focus on just tasks and the nuts and bolts of your role, rather than focusing on outcomes and achievements and where you've delivered tangible, measurable business benefits and performed against hard KPIs. So the real crux to a good senior level CV is to make it as evidence-based as possible and to really demonstrate that you're good at your job. Over here we do free CV appraisals, and typically the main thing we're saying to people is, look, I've read your CV, some good stuff in there, but how can we tell that you're good at your job? And at that point there's usually a pause. People will go, yes, you can't really, can you? And that's where the achievements and key projects, business benefits and outcomes come into play.